Hi dear friends, this is Dinara Min School, and in this class we're going to study radical 8, ba. This radical has two forms, the main form, which is used in characters and as a separate word, and shortened form, kind of shortened form, super shortened form. It is used on top of other characters and looks like two horns. Let's see how we draw it. 1, 2. 1, 2. And now let's study its history. In ancient picture we see that Chinese, they showed that they are dividing something, dividing into two parts. And we see in time this radical to divide hasn't changed at all. And of course the question why divide? To divide means 8 nowadays. Let me remind you that in the Chinese language there are lots of words which sound similar, as in English, for example. There are lots of examples. For example, two English words, to die, to be dead, and to dye, for example, your hair. In the English language, these two words have different spellings, and in the case of this radical, to divide and 8, they sounded absolutely similar. That's why Chinese decided to use the word to divide to draw 8 number. Now let's study characters with this radical. The first character, it's a word to divide, fen, and we see 8 on top, and below we see knife. And you already know that 8 in the past had the meaning to divide, and usually we use knife to divide anything. So when you memorize this character, try to remember that in this case 8 means to divide. The second example, it's a word half, ban. And again, here 8 means to divide for 2 halves. The third example, it's a word aged wine, 酒, and in this case, I suppose Chinese, they mean to prepare wine. You need to keep juice at least for 8 months. And now let's see examples in which our radical is used as a separate word. It's easy, you already know. For example, 八月, which means August. It's the 8th month, that's why 8 plus 月, month, means August. The second example, it's a simple word, which you already know. It's 80. 80, 8 times 10, it's 80. Guys, you will see radical 8 in different other characters, and in a lot of cases 8 there is used to draw, for example, legs, horns, arms, and in these characters 8 doesn't mean and doesn't have its meaning 8 or divide. Why I say it? Because when you memorize characters you always need to remember that they are first of all pictures. Guys, please write down what's your favorite number. Numerology is very important in Chinese culture. My favorite number, for example, is 9. So guys, we finished our class for today. Please push this bell button. It will remind you about our next class, in which we're going to study radical page, head. 谢谢大家，再见。